Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss on OSPF ABR routers rules. In this OSPF lab topology, where R1 and R2 are in area 0, R2 and R3 in area 23, and R3 and R4 in area 100. As per OSPF rule, the area which are non-backbone needs to be contiguous with backbone area, which is area 0. As you can see, area 23 is contiguous with area 0, but area 100 is not contiguous with area 0. That means it is kind of disconnected from area 0. So based on this topology, we advertised all the loopbacks to the corresponding areas. So this configuration is already there in this topology. Let's try to see how the route looks like. Now I would like to see from R4. So if I go and write, as you can see, if I write show IP route OSPF, there is a no route has been installed in R4. And in this area, as you can see, R2 is the ABRs and you can see some summary routes. Now, if I run show IP OSPF database summary in R2, you can see it has the OSPF summary route because R2 is the ABR. Now, if I take a look for summary route in R3, show IP OSPF database summary and advertise route router identified is 3.3.3.3, which is R3, you can see there is no IP OSPF database summary for R3. Now, how we can make things contiguous? As I mentioned before, we can create virtual link between area 0 and area 100 over area 23. But the problem with virtual link is it is going to be dependent on the transit area, which is area 23. Now, as you know, virtual link cannot traverse through any area which is stub area. Say in future we convert area 23 as a stub area. At that time, the virtual link between area 0 and area 100 will be broken. So in order to fix this type of scenario, what we can do, let's create another loopback IP in R3 and define that loopback IP into the area 0. Router OSPF 1 10.33.33.0 area 0. One of the interface of R3 in area 0. Now we should expect some summary route in R4. Now let's try to rerun again show IP route OSPF, or we can get IP OSPF route in R4. Now from R2 at this moment, if you can take a look, if we get the route from R4, show IP route and include the IP from R4, as you can see, R2 is not able to discover the route from R4 yet. Why R2 doesn't install the route from R4 where R3 and its loopback already connected with area 0? From R2 perspective, the rule of thumb is R2 always trust summary routes that it's learned from area 0. But if you see in R3 and R2, the R3 actually sending those route via area 3. So R2 doesn't have trust on that summary route. So that is kind of ABR loop prevention mechanism, that it only trusts route, which is summary route, only if it learned from area 0. To make it work, we can remove the area 0 configuration from R2. At that time, R2 will work as a normal internal OSPF router and it will learn automatically all the routes that R3 advertised to R2. Let's see. Router OSPF 1, no network, which is a loopback IP of R2, the transit network as well. Now let's define those routes into area 23. So I have defined those networks in R2 that was connected to area 0 into area 23. As we have changed the area ID in R2, so we are getting some console log due to area mismatch between R1 and R2. So let's go ahead and stop the logging console. So now if we take a look, show IP OSPF route and the route from R4, now you can see at this moment R2 able to learn the route from R4. So inside an area, OSPF is kind of link state. Every router computes the topology itself. Between areas, it is not, which means a type 3 LSA is just a router saying I can reach this at this cost. That's distance vector, and distance vector needs loop prevention. So OSPF overall loop prevention is in ABR side, which is OSPF loop prevention in the hub. Every inter-area route must transit over area 0. So an ABR only trusts summaries arriving from the backbone. A summary arriving from a non-backbone area could have come from anywhere, including back around a loop. In our topology that we had configured in the beginning, it's not like R2 was broken. R2 was doing exactly what the standard says. I hope this information is helpful to you, and thank you for watching.